Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Recency Bias Radio, where no one is safe from criticism. I am your humble host, Dave Smith, Pretty Boy Smitty, Protocol Paul, Pearl Game Ultra, Smith Dog Trill, the Rant God, Hotep Thanos, all of the above on that ISAT test and ACT. You know what it is. I must apologize. I must preface this entire rant video with the fact that YouTube has changed everything, okay? I need an encoder now all of a sudden, all right? And I'm gonna just have to hold this phone this whole time while I give y'all my hot takes. I'm sure y'all don't mind. Now, it's gonna be a strain on my arm, but this is why we hit the weight room, coach. This is why we hit the weight room. Ladies and gentlemen, I have missed all of you. Let me go ahead and go to my live events and delete that video. That way people know to leave that link and come to this one, ladies and gentlemen. But we are here to discuss the first ever challenge, period. The first ever challenge rant, okay? After the episode I just watched, I would be remiss not to do a rant tonight. I mean, come on, y'all. Come on. Now, first things first, I need to make sure y'all can hear me well. All right, I'm gonna try to do a sound check real quick, ladies and gentlemen, but because I'm doing it from my phone, I gotta do the sound check from my laptop. I mean, YouTube, get your stuff together. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like, oh, you need an encoder. Like, this is goofy. Like, who do y'all got working for you back there? Josh Martinez and technical support? I mean, let's really call a spade tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, I know y'all done missed me. Oh man, we gonna talk that hot stuff, coach. We talking that hot stuff, baby, this evening. Okay, hold on. Let me pour some drink real quick. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna. Oh snap! I dropped my. Dang man, this gonna be. This gonna be a crazy one. This gonna be the first of its kind, coach. You feel it? Dig me? Hold on. Let me pour this. And by the way, shout outs to my mighty mods. I'm not gonna be able to remod you tonight, Ghost, and you understand because I'm on my phone right now. I'm multitasking. I'm using several hands at once type stuff. But I hope you all have been doing well during the Big Brother boycott, ladies and gentlemen. I am not getting you, huh? Oh, you can't see me, coach? You can't see me? Can any of y'all see me? Hold on, let me make sure I type this in. L is for Laurel. I just want to make sure y'all can hear me and whatnot. Hold on, let's make sure. Because if y'all can't see me and y'all can't hear me, ain't no point in recording, coach. Hold on real quick. Hey, that thumbnail go hard, though. I took that like out of nowhere. All right, let me make sure. I can unhook this mic now. I just want to hear some playback. That way I know I can go. One second, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let me make sure. Okay. Oh man, that's pretty good. That's just as good as my mic. You feel it, Demi? What's good, Dayton Glover? What's good, Neon Diamond? What's good, Ghost Hunter? So, ladies and gentlemen, we got to talk about the challenge, man. We got to talk about the challenge. Now that I know that y'all can hear me, I can unleash the Infinity Stones on society. Hold up, Ghost. I'm finna mod you real quick because I can't see you in that chat on my computer. Hold up, let me see. Put user in timeout. All right, bet. Ghost, you're back, coach. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's discuss some challenge because after what I just witnessed, I tried to tell y'all a week ago, man. I tried to tell people like, no, Dave, Josh is going to get the credit for the move, bro. It was all him. And I'm trying to explain to my homies like, bro, this dude hella emotional, coach. He act too feminine. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dog, you won Big Brother 19, but you don't act like you've ever won anything in your whole life. Your whole mentality and mantra is that of a beta male. You know what I'm saying? And what's worse is, because he won BB19 being a buffoon, he thinks that's going to help him win the challenge. Bro, this ain't about a bitter jury no more, coach. This about what you did in the game. You ain't gonna have no Paul in the end, and they gonna vote for you. You gotta run 6 miles for that win, coach. You got that in you? I doubt it. All right, like let's really break this down. But see, I don't want to miss the lead. I don't want to bury the lead. Let's really talk about Laurel. One of the dumbest displays of power I've ever seen. See, this is why a lot of great players in Survivor and Big Brother, they like to keep big threats around for the late game. That way everyone is targeting them and can't possibly target you, right? That's what the shield strategy is all about, ladies and gentlemen. So when I see a situation like what's going on with Laurel, someone who got too big for their britches way too fast, you know, in a way, Laurel reminds me a lot of I'm trying to think, what player have we seen in a recent season get a power trip as similar to this one? I'm trying to think, ladies and gentlemen. I want to say San Juan del Sur when Jeremy and the other guy went home back to back. Like, it had a certain feel like that. You know, as soon as Laurel took out Wes, did you notice how everything from her confessional work to the way she approached people was exactly like Wes? It's like, yo, I get it. You're taking his power vacuum, but you're a bit of a hypocrite if you act like we can't possibly let him stay in this game a week longer. We can't let that happen because he has too much power. Look at all the people on his side. You get rid of him, and then you try to play the exact same game. And see, did you notice how Georgia is clearly in production's pocket? Did y'all notice that tonight? Anytime y'all hear Georgia go out of her way to say, I'm playing with my heart, every time you hear that from that blackface meh, every time you hear that, I need y'all to understand that is her in urban translation saying, production told me to, quote, quote, quote. That's what playing with my heart, that's what that means, coach. All right? You know, I wonder if production is telling Josh to act like he's into women. But that's neither. Oh, we back, coach. We're back. Boy, YouTube, y'all can try to hold me back. Oh, you need an encoder. Well, I got a smartphone, coach. You can encode that. You feel it, dig me, coach? We really gonna talk about it tonight. You feel it, dig me? We really gonna talk about it. You know, and then there's people coming out the woodworks about Georgia like, oh, did you hear, Dave? It wasn't really blackface. She was at a kid's birthday party. They painted her face black. That's not her fault. Come on now. If I was called in blackface, I would come up with that excuse too, because you can't hate on kids. You can't be mad at kids for doing something racist. The kids don't know what race is yet. Even though the majority of the time it's learned behavior, but that's neither here nor there, because I'm just going to tackle what you're saying right now. You feel it, dig me? If you truly believe Georgia was at a kid's party and that blackface happened on accident and no one at that party got a kick out of it from a Caucasoid perspective, look, I got some oceanside property to sell you in Wyoming right now. You feel what I'm saying? Like, y'all tweaking, right? Y'all tweaking. The amount of excuses people come up with for white folks is crazy. It's crazy. You feel me? Drake still ain't made it back from blackface, but we gonna give Georgia a pass when she from the UK? Y'all crazy as hell, coach. Y'all crazy as hell. You know what? I'm so glad to be back. Boy, Thanos has returned. And I'm back for my throne, coach. You feel me? I'm seeing a lot of wannabes out here want to be woke because I ain't around no more. Y'all better enjoy it, you fake Killmonger wannabes. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, let's really discuss more people, okay? Because I want to get to that Laurel stuff towards the end, really. I don't want to get dive too deep into it, but without a doubt, ladies and gentlemen, whenever you hear Georgia go out of her way to talk about, I'm playing with my heart, we need to automatically jump on code and go, production interference. You know, now that Big Brother players are inhibiting, well, I guess you could say inhabiting, right? Now that they are inhabiting the game of the challenge completely now, it's pretty much goes without being said that production is going to interfere more to make the game more like Big Brother because they can clearly see Big Brother is a little bit more strategic. Now, nowadays, Big Brother's trash. I mean, BB21 don't even exist to be. It got Thanos snapped to the Shadow Realm a few months ago. Anyone still watching that? Look, if you watching it just to see Kimmy win AFP, I got news for you. She ain't gonna win that AFP. Only way she win that AFP is if CBS really wants me to come back. And they don't want that, so they ain't gonna give her that AFP. Hey, I'm just keeping it real with y'all, coach. I'm just keeping it all the way a buck with you. I'm trying to figure out a way how to rest my arm so I can hold this phone, sweat coming down my head. Like the multitask game has to be on prestige levels tonight, all right? But anyway, all right, who else do I want to talk about? Then you got the whole Cara Maria Pauly aspect. And then you got Josh. I keep trying to tell y'all this dude is moist. You feel me? But no one wants to believe me. Are any of y'all buying any of this fake showman stuff between him and Georgia? Look, Georgia is giving him tiny little peckerwood pecks on the lips here and there. You know, kind of like how a heterosexual woman would give her gay best friend. Let's really talk about it. She's giving him that type of attention. Okay. But then when it comes to Bear, who is the grizzly bear all of a sudden, you get a little bit of production's help and you're the grizzly bear now. Okay, bro. I see you. You might be high off the trees, grizzly, but that's neither here nor there. But at the end of the day, you got Bear coming out of the woodwork. You know what I'm saying? Talking about he's a grizzly. All right. And do y'all really believe Georgia is into Josh? Of course not. But my theory, I think MTV got tipped off to this blackface situation well before it happened. Okay. And I think they purposely supplanted the storyline of Josh and Georgia to make it seem like Georgia couldn't possibly be racist because she's letting a gay dude kiss up on her. I mean, call me crazy, but I feel like the story is just too convenient for the moment, ladies and gentlemen. It's too convenient, and I'm glad. I saw the preview of the next episode, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Josh, you finna get that smoke from a lot of people, and they gonna call you a puppet. Nobody's puppet. And see, here's my problem with Josh. How you gonna critique what Cara and Paulie got going on in the cut when at the end of the day, you kiss the ass of Paul, who kissed the ass of Paulie? So who are you to talk about who Paulie's with? When you got Laurel running game on you, making you think you're doing everything, when in reality, she got notebooks worth of notes that you ain't even considered yet because she ain't showing it to your dumb ass. You feel what I'm saying, y'all? It's like Josh. You are giving Big Brother players a terrible name. Shout outs to Davon. Davon, you picked the perfect season to sit out of. You picked the perfect season. Because there is no Big Brother allegiance in this season. There's none. And honestly, I would have been worried for what Davon would have said to Josh doing this goofy stuff. Because Davon wouldn't have been, first off, look, Davon might not like Wes, right? But there's a lot of people on Wes's side that Davon would have rolled with over Laurel and Bananas. I just got to be honest. I personally believe she would have been more likely to work with them over Bananas, Josh, and whoever, especially if Paulie is on that other side as well. Now, I get it. She doesn't get along with Cara Maria. She doesn't get along with Wes. And they seem to be the two people running the show on the other side of Team US. But at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, I think Davon would have been smarter. I don't think she would have been as dumb as Josh was. I think she would have allowed Josh to hang himself in that situation. And honestly, I think Josh would have picked her as one of the three. And who knows, maybe he would have picked her over Laurel in that situation completely. Laurel doesn't have the power. Davon goes against Josh's wishes. And before you know it, Wes is still in the game. But you know what? I was ticked off after last week. I'm going to be honest with y'all, ladies and gentlemen. I was ticked off mainly from the perspective of I felt like we lost Wes too soon. The season before this one wasn't very good, in my opinion, because we lost Bananas too soon. So to see Wes leave too soon, I felt like, okay, here we go. This is basically the Wes show one season. The next season is the Banana show. And I was worried about that. But now that I saw Laurel take the L she took tonight, it made it all worth it what we had to sit through last week. And for Josh to just be sitting there, okay? And see, what really doesn't make sense, Coach, if you rewatch that competition, it looked like Josh was rooting for Ninja. If you go back and look at the edit, it looked like Josh wanted Ninja to win, which makes no sense because he threw away his entire game and all of his pivoting power to side with Laurel. So maybe that was just an editor's trick there, but that's something I noticed as well. I'm gonna try to answer. I'm gonna look at some of the comments as I talk here and there. Your laugh is cracking me up. Thank you, Miss Michelle D. I fucks with you on the low. She says Josh keeps playing like this is Big Brother and was so dumb trying to pull a power move so soon. I couldn't agree with you, but you also have to take into account what did Josh do his first season? Nothing. He was on the same team as Amanda, another girl he claimed to have attraction towards. Let me ask y'all a question: who is attracted to someone like Amanda and someone like Georgia? Who gets attracted to those two types of women? They're nothing alike. One is from the UK. One isn't. One is extra confrontational. The other just wants to be Bear's playmate. And see, here's my thing, Josh. The storyline contradicts with the moves that are being made because they're clearly doing some things on the side, okay? They're clearly doing some interference on the side that they can't really explain. So where am I going with this? If Josh truly has a crush on Georgia, he should have wanted Bear gone last week. If Georgia truly wants to be with Bear, she should have voted in Laurel this week. You see what I'm saying? No matter how you look at it, These are two players who are going against their own edit, or at least their own confessionals. And if we're talking about emotions here, Josh, you're telegraphing the fact that you're not really into Georgia by keeping Bear. You're telegraphing it. You don't really care about her, because if you did, you would want competition out the way. But you're too focused on Cara being competition for Paulie. Hey, girl. Boy, you better stay in your business, Mr. I know business. Stay in your lane, coach. All right, worry about your game, coach. And really, let's talk about the whole situation where Team USA, they lost the challenge, okay? Let's really talk about the challenge. All right, you got Laurel out here just jumping, sabotaging stuff left and right, pissing Cara off. I thought that was hilarious. You got Ashley completely losing her. She lost her lid completely. I don't want to play with y'all no more. Y'all can send me home. Ashley, she's starting to turn into Big Bank, Take Little Bank, ain't she? Like every chance she gets, she mentions that $1 million. Now, to be fair, Kyle mentioned it first, really. But as soon as he gaslighted her, she was like, you know what? You're right. I'm a millionaire. Unlike some people who have won more than once here. I was like, damn. But I feel like if you're going to talk all that hot shit about bananas, don't make a deal with Laurel, who's on Banana's side, in like 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? What's good, Dayton? Hey, yo, my bad, y'all. For some reason, I got kicked out for a second. It's almost like some haters is in the cut. They like, nah, man, we can't let this man cook. Hold on. Let me pause this. But yeah, it's like some haters is trying to keep me from talking that real stuff right now. But you know who it is. It's Thanos, bro. It ain't nothing you can do, bro. I snapped myself back into action. But yeah, so they throw the competition, real beta male behavior. I feel like this season, more so than other seasons, is more similar to Survivor. You know what I'm saying? And in Survivor, yes, it is strategy for people to intentionally pagong themselves, which means lose competitions to get rid of some people who you think when it's time to merge will be bad and will want to flip. So from that perspective, I see why they picked Ninja to go up over Ashley. But my problem is how Laurel went about doing it. She came off like a big bully. Just because you 6'4" and you a female, don't mean you can just rise up to everybody. And for her to tell Ninja to sit down, but she stands up over Paulie in a split second. And see, that's my problem, ladies. You feel me? When you take matters to that level of aggression, a man he's in a lose-lose situation. If he matches your aggression, he's a womanizer. He's a misogynist. He's an aggressor. He's a domestic violence guy, right? But then if he don't do nothing, he's a pussy. No matter what, the guy can do nothing. And that's why I feel like production 100% was on Laurel's side in this situation, because you got Georgia chiming in. No, keep going, Laurel. Complete cheerleader. It's like, hold up, y'all competing over the same guy, and you're just rooting her on? So that let me know Georgia's a beta female. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. But in the edit, the Bear, he gave me some attention. Oh my God. And then all of a sudden, I don't want to vote in Laurel. And see, that's why I had to put a poll out on Twitter. I said, listen, did production convince Bear to go ahead and give Georgia the pipe to make sure Laurel didn't get thrown in? You would be shocked at the percentages that said yes, Bear is the closer. Go to my Twitter page right now and check it out. Y'all will be shocked. And see, that's the thing. Once I start low-key getting people on my side to believing this stuff is rigged, that's when I'm playing with house money at this point. That's why I was like, bruh, I'm going live if Laurel loses this, man. Because they are setting Laurel up to be an immovable object right now. And the way she took that L, you know what I'm saying? Oh my God. And bananas, man. Now that Laurel is gone, I truly believe you put a foot in your mouth by doing so much talking. Now I get it. You felt like you had to defend Laurel in the moment because she ain't used to that type of smoke. But at the same time, bananas, self-preservation. Yeah, most likely they'll probably target you over Josh, bananas. You have to know that. So if I'm you, I would want to manipulate Josh into being that person to defend Laurel at that table. You shouldn't be the one to do it. But to be fair, Josh couldn't be the one to say, welcome to the challenge. At the end of the day, Ninja could say to him, motherfucker, I lasted longer than your ass in our first season. You better calm that down. So he couldn't really say that to Ninja. So it had to be bananas, to be fair. But yeah, without a doubt, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is without a doubt one of the best episodes of all time, from beginning to finish. I actually want to rewatch this episode again after this live. I really do, Coach. But I'm going to go back to the comment section and see what y'all talking about. What's good, Johnny? I see you, Coach. I see you, Coach. Oh, yeah, please don't forget to like the video, ladies and gentlemen. Please don't forget to share the video with, of course, the challenge hashtags and all that good stuff. Can't spell Laurel without an L. Ain't that the truth, Miss Michelle? And I rhymed on accident. Damn, I'm cold as hell. Oh! All right, let's continue. Why did he block you? Huh? I can't see that said poll. What? I'll unblock you. I didn't know you were blocked, bro. Brianna Kerrigan, what's good? Miss Ada Yakubovich, nice to see you again, miss. Neon agrees. Episode had everything. One of the best. I was an ass one day. Yeah, that sounds about right. But no, that's neither here nor there. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get into this final, like, the final countdown. Let's get in. They're going to copyright strike me for that. It sounded too close, Dave. But no. Let's get into the final challenge in the pit. Because this is why y'all here, man. You feel me? You had Ninja with all of America behind her. Okay? Make America great again, Ninja. Okay? You feel me? She had everyone behind her. And then you had Laurel. Okay? You had Laurel, the snitch, the defect. The person who turned on her people just for some Bear D. She turned on her people, just shameful. And for a woman as old as Laurel, let's really be honest, she's been around the block a few times. It's like, Laurel, didn't you watch Bear season? Weren't you aware of his gameplay? Weren't you aware of the fact that he plays women against each other, Laurel? Like, I feel like for Laurel to have this beef with Cara Maria that stems over seasons at this point, and then for her to come back and then do something as toxic as compete for one guy who's already toxic on his own, who admitted through confessional he wasn't just flirting with you. He wasn't just flirting with Georgia. He was flirting with Kaylee. I was shocked by that. I was like, Kaylee, oh my God. Like, damn, this is how you get back at Nelson, Kaylee? Like, what are you doing? You feel me? And who else did he claim that he was talking to? Hey, comment below. Who else did Bear say he was talking to in that house? I forgot who else. He named 4 people, though. He named 4 people. But at the end of the day, it's like, huh? It's like Laurel. Like, you should know better. Now, I know in the back of her mind, she's thinking, oh, this is my number on UK side. And she probably is looking at it from the perspective of, I can't really guarantee no other number. That's probably why she reached out to speak to Kyle. Well, really, Kyle spoke to her, and he kind of snitched on what Wes told him initially. Which I believe was a good move on Kyle's part, because it kept him from ever being mentioned as someone who was on the West Side, and he was never going to be someone thrown in. And it kept him in a good position because at the end of the day, even though he didn't get to become the speaker, right, he still almost became the speaker just based off the fact that he snitched to Laurel. So politically, he did what he needed to do from a politics perspective within the game, within the social game aspect. So I feel like Kyle, he is definitely showing signs of becoming a much better player than he was when he first came into the game. But he still has a problem with Cara. You need to let that go. I thought him and Paul, I thought they, squared stuff up after last season, didn't y'all? Now all of a sudden, I would throw in Cara. And it's like, bro, what? Are you an idiot? But I get it. He thinks she will throw him in, so why not throw her in? That's all. I'm not gonna really hate on that. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get to the whole Ninja Laurel side of it. So you got Ninja, you got Laurel. Now we don't know what the challenge is gonna be, but it ends up being like a tree climbing competition where you have to put these objects, well, not even objects, like these rods into these holes, then you have to step on the rod. So it's kind of like wall climbing, right? But it's like as you insert it, you climb over it. Now, as I'm watching this live, I'm like, yeah, this seems like a competition Ninja should be good at. But the way they spaced out these rods on this long tree, it really made it look like it was advantage Laurel. And by the end of the comp, well, what appeared to be the end of the comp, when Laurel put the final one at the top, I'm thinking, wow, is that the final one that you put in? That's cheating, because there's no way Ninja's short butt would ever saw that up there. She would have never saw no hole up there. So as it starts to play out, you start to see that Ninja didn't put hers in the right spot, but in finding her wrong spot, she ends up figuring out Laurel didn't put hers in the right spot either. So that starts a mad dash. So now Laurel has to race up before Ninja does after putting in the other one. Now, but before all of this happens, okay, Laurel completely loses the plot. I have never seen Laurel lose her composure like this in my life. And I've seen Laurel dominate some chicks in these challenges. I've never seen her lose her composure. She lost her composure as if she felt she won the season by winning that competition. It felt like she thought, if I beat Ninja at a comp people think is meant for Ninja, no one will ever bring me down here ever again, and I'm good the rest of the season. It felt like she looked at that as her Super Bowl. So for her to flip everyone off, right? Jump off the tree, she's hanging, she's falling down. Then she does the D-Generation X suck it pose. I'm looking at Laurel like, bruh, like, it's not even that serious. When was some class? So you know me, I'm over here preparing a tweet ready to say, man, this is rigged as hell. Then all of a sudden it starts unfolding. And I'm like, bruh, she didn't even win. So now I'm like, please, Ninja, just climb up there faster than her. Man, Ninja, listen, somebody put a battery on Ninja's back. Once she figured out, I have a second chance at life, Ninja was gone, okay? And honestly, if I'm being honest, Ninja's a legend now because she knocked out a legend. And that was a legendary competition right there. That's going to be remembered forever. And what's going to always be remembered is the fact that Laurel did all of that work. She snowed all of these people. She had the game pretty much figured out on some Littlefinger type stuff. She was playing like Wes, but here's the thing, Laurel. Heavy is the crown, isn't it? See, that's the thing. See, Wes, something needs to be said for Wes's gameplay. Because for a guy who plays that effectively, he never, well, I'm not going to say he never, he rarely overplays his hand. He always knows, it's as if Wes has read 48 Laws of Power 6 times. Because when he knows the victory is won, he always backs away. Laurel, when she, that was crazy. Laurel, on the other hand, when she starts smelling blood in the water, she just gets louder and louder because she wants to mentally defeat you. And the thing is, Wes is wise enough to know if I'm already mentally superior, I don't have to keep telling you I'm mentally superior. And I think that was Laurel's biggest problem. And challenge producers, I got to be honest, I don't think it's fair to have notebooks and pen and pencil in that house. I think you need to be playing this just like Big Brother. No pencils, no pens, no note taking. Any note taking you do take, it has to be mental and you have to remember it. I think that's the only fair way to distinguish who's an elite player and who isn't. Because if anyone could just write a note, you know, there could have been someone else this season that wrote a note, but they didn't make it far, so we didn't get to see it. So at the end of the day, it's like, well, Laurel was the one that didn't make it far that we got to see. So there you go. But see, that's my point. They only showed it to us because Laurel got eliminated. Now that we see it, we see it. But see, that's the problem. From this point further, if we do see something similar, we're going to assume that person's going home soon. So, you know, they were almost better off showing the fact that Laurel keeps notes in her notebook before this episode. That way, when they did show it, it didn't seem like, wow, they're really telling us all of Laurel's moves a little too quickly. And that's why I started to gain more confidence that Laurel would lose tonight. But then when Laurel started, when she finally pulled it off and won, I'm like, damn, no live rant for y'all tonight. You know what I'm saying? But man, when I tell you, her choking the way she did after showboating the way she did, and for her to compartmentalize it as, oh, the minute Ninja sold the competition, she celebrated before we even started doing it. Ninja went to the cameraman, had her own confessional in the cut, and you know producers told her to be excited about it. But you gonna hold that against her as if production ain't tell her to do it. Come on, man. You know, Ninja is a competitor, okay? She knows not to count her chickens before they hatch, but you also know how production works, Laurel. You feel me? You know, and I feel like this is Laurel trying to cover up them, okay? She's trying to blame Ninja. But see, here's the thing, though. If Ninja and Laurel somehow become a team, that's a powerful team. If Wes and Laurel become a team, they win in the season. So, you know, if you're not going to win this season, you're better off going out in a blaze of fire, blaze of glory. Well, it wasn't really glory, but you're better off going out the way Laurel did because you have a lot of options. I mean, after last week, there was people telling me, oh, Josh has plenty of rivals he can choose from. ¿Qué? No habla inglés? Shut your dumb ass up. That man ain't got no rivals on the challenge. Are you serious? The only rival that man got on the challenge is himself right now. People talk about, no, man, his rival could be Wes. How? He didn't even get credit for the move tonight. How is that his rival? And isn't that disrespectful to Wes to imply his rival is a guy who's this bad? You feel what I'm saying? Now, if you're trying to balance out the next season by making them partners, that's one thing. But don't feed us BS and tell us it's shrimp scampi. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. But let me look at some more comments, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it cracking. Oh, it was Ashley. You're right, ladies and gentlemen. That was the other person Bear was talking to. We're not really shocked by Ashley being with him. But Kaylee, what are you doing? Especially after Kaylee turned up on Theo the way she did a couple of weeks ago. Oh, no, matter of fact, that was last week when she turned up on him, when he turned up on that other dude, Rogan or whatever. And that dude Rogan said some racist stuff in the past as well. You notice how all these people from the UK got a racist past? You notice that? One has to wonder, was that their tryout tape? Was that their audition tape? Was the blackface the audition tape? You feel what I'm saying? Was that tweet the audition tape? One has to wonder, because it's so hard for an American to get on an American show. But meanwhile, these people can come from overseas, be racist, and still get on. Something's got to give there, coach. Something's got to give there. All right. Yeah, so it was Ashley. I told you Bear is a manhole. No, sir. He's a slag. Okay. We figured that out today. He's a slug. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, if we ever see Georgia talk about she playing with her heart, please jump on code and let production know we're on to them, coach. But he did with Nani last season too. Wasn't that Hunter who was with Nani last season? Or are you talking about Bear? Oh no, you're right. I think Bear was with her as well. You're right. What's good, greatest ever? What's good, fam? Good to see you, bro. Michelle D asked the question, didn't Laurel and Kara's beef start because she thought she was a lesbian her last season? I think that could have been why. And honestly, that would explain why Laurel is so thirsty for a showmance now. She could be trying to debunk those rumors. And let's be honest. I mean, Laurel is an Amazon. She's tall as hell. So from a minimalistic perspective, she can only get a guy who's as tall as her in most occasions. That's limiting yourself. And at the end of the day, most tall guys don't like tall women. Okay? There's a lot of tall guys that prefer shorter women. They like that. Okay? So I just don't get why she was in a Bear though. I thought that was just so bizarre, man. You know, and see, a lot of people love Bear. I'm not feeling the guy like everyone else is, but I like him more than Georgia at this point. Fuck Georgia. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no reason to come to Georgia because Atlanta moist as hell as it is. Dun-dun. All right, let's keep it going. That's probably why George likes her. That's probably why Josh likes her. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. I'm dropping mics and shit. All right, let me stop. Let's keep it going. Kyle and Paulie fake it for Cara and for storyline purposes. I think so too, Jay Griff, 100%. Ghost Hunter says, wow, I'm going to have to watch this as soon as Dave is done. Sounds like it was great. Oh, yeah, Ghost, you can't watch it for some reason. That's right. Michelle D says, this is my second Fab elimination. My first was the one where CT rocked bananas like a backpack. I remember that. Yeah, he carried them, literally. Neon says, kind of wish Ninja switched to UK. I honestly wish he would have too. I thought that was guaranteed to happen based off the fact that Dee is her girl and everyone else on that side turned on her. And they admitted during this episode she has no ties to anyone on Team USA. So they just keep throwing her back in anyway. So I didn't understand that either, if I'm being honest with you. I kind of wish Ninja would have thought long term. Felt like she was thinking short term, but maybe Ninja's looking at it from the perspective of now that Laurel is gone, she has no reason to flip. You see what I'm saying? Maybe she's looking at it as, oh, it's a whole new game. It's like West left again, you know? And see, I think from a Black community standpoint, all right, we back, coach. I feel like, notice how whenever I'm about to talk some woke stuff, they try to time me out. But anyway, from a Black community perspective, I think we really missed out on Cam versus Laurel. In the coming seasons, I want Cam versus Laurel. Because I'm going to keep it a bean with y'all. If Laurel lost to Ninja tonight, if she lost a plot like that from beating Ninja, bro, Cam would destroy her. Because Laurel is mentally weak. You feel me? Because Laurel didn't even care about her game when she beat Ninja. Think about that. How many times have we seen in Big Brother when someone wins an HOH Cup, floaters get a rapist? And that completely ruins their social game going forward because people remember how full of themselves people were in the moment when they won a competition. You know, Laurel had her chance in that moment to be humble in victory. And if she would have been humble in victory, she could have allowed all those people up there to do all of the bragging on her behalf. But she wanted to give her "This is Sparta" moment. Okay, that's what she wanted to do. And in doing so, even if she would have won that comp, she would have been on borrowed time anyway. She wasn't thinking straight. And that lets me know Ninja had her really nervous. And it also lets me know we got a great season on our hands now that Laurel is gone. Because I honestly don't know who's winning this season now. You know, I was willing to 100% root for Team UK going forward if Laurel would have won this competition versus Ninja. Now that Ninja has won, I'm really fans of just players again. I ain't really fans of just one team no more. You know, now Idris, that's my guy. I rock with Idris the long way. For him to vote in Laurel when he was the first one voted in for no reason, and let's really talk about that for a second. I know I'm not the only person who thinks that the rookies this season are being targeted based off race. It's 100% racial. You know, they came after Faith. Faith quit. Okay, then they came after other black girl, right? She ended up leaving over Georgia. Okay, then they keep coming after Idris for no reason. And salute to you, Queen Cam. Okay, now I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. I wasn't that much of a fan of Cam in previous seasons, especially when she started explaining her move that was as overplayed as Laurel's move tonight. But I wasn't a big fan of that, but I got to give Cam credit. When it is time to defend the black people in the house, Cam steps up. She ain't scared to do it, and she does it quick. And the way she stepped to Laurel specifically tonight, ooh, I don't care what Laurel say. Laurel was shook, boy. Laurel was shook. She ain't want none of them problems, bruh. She ain't want none of them. You feel it, dig me? You look so different without the headset. I hope that's a good thing, Freedom. I hope it's not a bad thing. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Did I miss anything? I'm scrolling up, ladies and gentlemen. I thought she was gonna switch too. Me too as well. Yes, please, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to like the video. I think Idris will go far. Think I spelled his name right? Nah, you said Ibris, my guy. Cam will kick her ass. I agree with you. Jay Griff says, and now Laurel is gonna make a damn fool for Nicole on the next X on the Beach season. Oh, that's right. She was a lesbian with Shorty. Now I'm really confused, Laurel. I forgot all about that chick Nicole. Cause that was Dirty 30, wasn't it? When they first got together? Wasn't that Dirty 30? I might be wrong. I think it was Dirty 30 though. It wasn't Vendettas. I think it was Dirty 30. So yeah, I remember that wholeheartedly. And I remember that was such a weird relationship. It was really weird. Really weird. And then you go from her to Bear? You know, that's about as weird and unpredictable as Josh going from Amanda to Georgia. I gotta be honest. You know, it's almost like producers are saying, hey, do something hetero this season. We got you. Like, it's just weird. No consistency. Like, we're trying to figure out who your type is, and we're being lost in translation, coach. You know what I'm saying? Laurel and Cam may be a good draw for rivals if they do it again. Honestly, that would be an overpowered team, too. Especially if they force people to have to face them with two women teams. No one's winning against that team. No one's winning. You feel me? I think some two-guy teams would lose against that team, depending on what the stipulation of the challenge is. But that's neither here nor there. Jay Griff says they targeted that Sean guy from day one. Oh yeah, Sean. Yep, he was another guy who was targeted. Was he gay? I'm not sure, but that was the guy Idris knocked out. Glad Davon refuses to return. Oh, she refuses to return to the show now? I thought she just took a break. I see Davon glowing up with a man and stuff like that. Do your thing, sister. I ain't mad at you, coach. You feel me? Keep it black, coach. Keep it black. But yeah, I see her living her best life right now, and I'm happy for her. Definitely happy for her. Will there be more of these videos in the future? Ghost, if we keep getting episodes like this, it may be, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not a fan of holding my phone for an hour. You see what I'm saying? Like, bro, my thumb is going numb, and I'm rhyming on accident, coach. You feel it, dig me? You feel it, dig me? Hold on, let me sit. Shout outs to Carlo Rice. We in the building. Yeah, and she got mad at Cara because Nicole would flirt with her. Oh, yeah, you're right, Michelle. You're right. She did do that. And I think that's why she turned up so much on Paulie. I think Laurel deep down has the hots for Cara, but now Cara, she's gotten enough pipe to know I'm never going back, coach. And I think Laurel, I think she's taking more L's than one tonight now. Damn, Laurel. Jeez, but jeez. You really need me? Prop your phone up against a book or something. I feel you on that. But see, if I get too far away, like if I put it like back here, I'm way. Well, actually, but see, I don't know. Hold on, let me. Oh, I can't do. Hey, listen, man. Hey, we gonna talk that hot shit today, coach. All right, hold on. Let me look at some more comments, coach. I bet I'm just gonna put it against the laptop from now on. Okay, we ain't got no new comments right now. So at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, do y'all have any other questions for the kid? Because this is really a test run. All right, this is a test run. I tried to drop this video earlier, to be honest, but my laptop, man, they telling me I need like 30 encoders. I need Adobe. Like, bro, the only Adobe I rock was what I put on my chicken. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what they talk about. Come on, Google, get your act right. You know what I'm saying? I'm in adobo. I got that wrong. My bad. But you will need to move that light for your next. You talking about this light? Yeah. Okay. Bet. I got you. I missed your commentary this summer. You made a good choice not watching. Bro, I'm telling y'all, man, when I know a season is going to be garbage, bro, y'all got to listen to me ahead of time, bro. Like, I get these spidey senses, bro. Like, I'm the Peter Parker of the Big Brother community. Matter of fact, I'm the Miles of the Big Brother community. You feel it, dig me? No, I'm not no Peter Parker, okay? And especially now that they try to make Peter Parker gay. You notice that on Twitter, but that's neither here nor there. But, yeah, but at the end of the day, coach, man, like, soon as I saw the first 2 episodes of that season, I knew it was going to be trash. I knew what the agenda was immediately. And let's be real, I told y'all about what was going to go down 6 months ahead of time. So, you know, I was perfectly prepared and ready for it, you know. And I was trying to get enough people to jump on code with me to really make a difference. And I believe we truly did make a difference. But I want y'all to pay close attention to the people that kept covering it from a Black perspective. Them the sellouts I be talking about. And you notice those the same people who copy my style. So, you know, they saw an opening with no competition. They said, I'm thirsty for the subs. Fuck it. Who cares if I'm a sellout? Who cares if I ain't loyal to my people? I'm going to keep it moving. You feel what I'm saying? And see, those are the same people whose souls can be bought. You feel me? They putting a price on who they are. You know what I mean? And I said, nah, man, I'm keeping it moving type stuff. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm going to keep giving y'all them weekly sports videos here and there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but I'm really excited for this season of the challenge now. Now that Laurel's gone, I feel like it's moving in a positive direction. If I had to give y'all a prediction of who I think will win this season based off of the edits so far, it's really weird because this season, it feels like Georgia is going to win. To me, it feels like she's going to win. Especially with the whole follow your heart stuff. It's like, what? Come on now, you know? But I noticed we didn't get no Turbo in this episode. Wow. Turbo was invisible. You know what I'm saying? We didn't see him at all. I think Idris could win. I think it's very possible, but I feel like he's not getting enough confessional work for him to win. They're not giving him any credit. Like now I know this isn't a season where you need credit because there ain't no one voting. But at the same time, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, dang, throw a brother a bone or something. You know what I'm saying? Like they doing my boy Idris like they treat him like chopped liver, but don't nobody want to see him in that pit. Don't nobody want to see him. You feel me? When it's time to get it cracking, Idris is about that life. And by him voting her in, by him voting Laurel in, he proved a lot tonight, you know? And who was the other person that voted? Oh, voted her in as well. You know, and that's the interesting part about it. Rogan is aligned to Josh. You know, definitely Rogan and Theo at some point are going to clash. That'll be interesting. You know, it's real sad to hear about what happened to that brother Theo, how he lost one of his eyes. I feel really bad for the brother. The fact that there are people clowning him for that, man, it just goes to show y'all, man, people ain't shit, man. They just ain't, bro. So when I say what's on my mind, I'm shocked people get so mad. It's like, bro, y'all worse than me. I just keep it a spade when I'm talking. You feel me? These other people, you know, come on, man. Like, they just pure conjecture and opinions. A lot of times I'll be spitting them facts, but people think it's opinions because they don't know nothing. They ain't well read. You know what I'm saying? Let me go scroll through some more comments. You think Leroy is gonna make it far from Crown Clown? Leroy has another like invisible edit to me. You know, he only said really one thing this episode. It was like, oh man, Johnny, man, he's playing a vintage Johnny game. You know, he definitely is a great actor. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like he's just there to be Bananas' bodyguard or Bananas' back, his road man. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't even feel like Leroy really has any footing in this season. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't even know if Leroy was really working with Laurel because they never really once showed Leroy with Laurel. We just assumed he was with Bananas, who's with Laurel, right? But we never once saw Leroy really do anything in the game strategic, you know? And we know he's at odds with Cam because they no longer together, right? Cam was with Theo, so most likely Leroy don't rock with Theo either. And Theo, him and Cam probably don't rock with each other either. So that'll be interesting. That'll be something to look into the future with. But, you know, honestly, it's between Georgia, who wins this season, Rogan, because he's got a lot of time, or let me pick someone from U.S. I'd say Georgia, Rogan. Who else from U.S.? It's a lot of people left. Nani don't have a chance in hell. Let me just rule her out. I don't think Leroy has a chance. Josh don't have a chance. You know what? I'm gonna give my vote to Paulie. And the reason why I'm going to give my vote to Paulie is because Paulie has gotten a lot of confessional work on situations he's been privy to and not been privy to. He's been really one person away from every move. Josh pretty much betrayed him, but now that Laurel is gone, Josh needs him to survive. That gives him and Cara a little bit of pivoting power. Yeah, I would go with Georgia, Rogan, or Paulie. I would say those three have the highest degree of chance from a recency bias radio perspective of being able to win this season. But see, that's what's good about this season. I have no idea who's going to win. You have no idea who's going to win. But one thing we do know is it's going to be entertaining. Because these last two eliminations, who saw these coming? I'm so glad I'm not one of them type of dudes that looks at spoilers. I'm so glad I'm not one of them guys. Because if I would have looked at spoilers and knew what was going to happen, bro, I wouldn't have never had that reaction, bro. I wouldn't be shocked at that video of me laugh and go viral because at the end of the day, that was exactly how I felt. Literally, as this is happening, I'm just holding down recording saying, fuck it, bro. YOLO. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, this has been 50 minutes. I'm not going to hold y'all. This was a test run with my phone. Now we know what we can and cannot do. I truly appreciate all of y'all for coming through. I'm going to answer some more questions if y'all got them. I'll take another question or two, but it doesn't look like y'all have any for me. Johnny, I'm going to unblock you ASAP, coach. But please like, share, and subscribe. And on the right side of my channel's bell, click on that. That way you could be here live with the most lit and woke community within the challenge now. Big brother, maybe. And of course, you know, I talk that sports stuff. I could talk that forever, you know, till my tongue fall off. So, ladies and gentlemen, I truly appreciate y'all coming through and supporting the kid. Please don't forget to share it. And I'm out, coach. Y'all be good. Deuces. How you end this, coach? This new for me, coach. You really dig me? You really dig me, coach? Okay, there it is.